Welcome once again to the Everything PR podcast, where we learn, unlearn, and unpack the challenges and also identify opportunities within the PR profession. It's me, your host, Joan Kataike Okello, a seasoned public relations, communication, and events expert. Today, I would like to unpack a very interesting scenario. Does PR go beyond the headlines that we create using stories? Do we go beyond the headlines we create in newspapers, radio, TV, and social media? What is the power behind public relation efforts anyway? That is what I'm tackling today. Did you know that public relations has been around for as long as humans intended to communicate with each other? The term may not have been called public relations, but as long as you want to communicate or send out a message to someone and hope that that person understands it, that is actually public relations. You are interfacing with another public, with another stakeholder. It could be an individual, it could be an organization. All that is embedded within needing or the desire by humans to be understood. Ironically, as we desire to be understood, there's something that we need to always remember. The humans or individuals that we communicate with have backgrounds. They have education backgrounds, they have social backgrounds, they have economic settings that they belong to. They also have religious beliefs that they believe in. Now, all this impacts how someone receives or partakes of your message. So as PR professionals, as communicators, as individuals, as we send out messages to people and hope that they understand them, we must always contextualize our messages to appeal to individuals within their contexts of education, of religion, of social settings. So how do we achieve PR power beyond the headlines, beyond just having a newspaper story? How does this newspaper story, how does this print story, how does this social media story or post that we are sending out as PR professionals create power? The power that we have is the ability to influence action. Remember, we send out messages to be able to impact a certain kind of action we hope to perceive or we hope to receive from the intended audience. For instance, I could wake up and wish to promote water, a water brand. I wish that whoever receives my information will eventually buy water. If you are a bank and you go out there to take part in a social event, the end goal is how many customers have you signed on to how many customers have you signed on to this banking platform? So there are end goals as to why brands and organizations and individuals communicate and hope to be understood. So today I want to focus on PR power. How do we create influence within the messages that we send out? PR power is captured using the media channels that we choose to use. For instance, if you are talking to a Gen Z, I think a newspaper may not be the right platform to reach out to them. So your PR power lies in the platform that you choose to appeal to the Gen Z. If you're reaching my 10-year-old son at the moment who has no access to a full-time phone and usually just taps from my devices, what is the best platform to reach out to them? If, for example, you are at school, it may be during class hours. It could be using the parents' WhatsApp platform. So the media platform that you use to communicate is very important in creating influence and the desired action. To create influence in messages that we send out as PR people or individuals or business owners, we need to always be relevant. If there is a current discussion taking place, it's important to give an opinion to the current discussion. Once you give an opinion, then you are seen to be relevant at the moment. PR power is also created when we keep our antennas high up. We need to follow the latest lingo, the latest trends. If you're into fashion, what are the hottest colors at the moment? These are the messages, these are the words that we need to embed within our communication. If I'm talking to my grandparents at the moment and I'm using words like vibe or yo, they may not be able to understand that. But if I relay a message to them on radio, for example, in vernacular, most likely I will have PR power to influence their action, because I have gone off social media and I'm reaching my grandparents in the village using radio that they are listening to. PR power is also attained when we build trust. The work that we do as PR professionals is to ensure that the brands we represent actually attain trust amongst their desired stakeholders. No matter how many positive stories I wake up and send out there, online, offline, and I'm representing a brand whose identity or whose promises are never kept, I will actually lose that PR power. So the brand, the products, the services must be in line with the messages that the PR professional or the business owner or the individuals that are speaking on behalf of the organization send out. Did you also know that a brand can be trusted or an organization can be trusted, but when the representatives that speak on behalf of that organization are not trusted? And do you know why they may not trust those people? They look at them as marketeers. They look at them as promotion agents. Sometimes the PR power may not fully lie with the individuals that are speaking on behalf of an organization. Sometimes the PR power may lie in third-party endorsers that people trust more. It's for that reason that brands sometimes use influencers that have niche audiences. They may not be the celebrities, but they have small, coordinated audiences that listen to them. I'll give you an example. There is a popular nutritionist in this town, and I'll not mention his name. But when he puts out a post now, everyone is quickly commenting on that post. Reason being, he has a niche following that listens to him. Now, if I picked that nutritionist and used him to endorse a product of a client, most likely people will listen to him because he has a niche following. Yet if I got an actual press release written by that organization and I send it out, people may look at it as sheer marketing or promotional material. PR power as well lies in creating awareness. And by the way, not all awareness is positive. You could send out so much information that people see your messages, you have very high likes, but guess what? You have a lot of inquiries asking for more information. It means people did not fully understand what you are communicating. They actually desire for more information. And that is where you see PR has power. There is feedback. When information is sent out, create a platform that gives you feedback. That way you have PR power. Did you know that PR power as well lies in sending out accurate information? Have you seen a poster being put out that is announcing a price of a good? But when you call this organization after you've read this digital poster or messaging that has been sent out by communicators or PR professionals, you actually realize that the cost that was communicated is much lower than the actual price you are about to pay. So PR power lies in being as accurate as possible. You must move away from being deceptive and persuasive. That is the work of advertising. Having PR power in terms of creating influence is also derived from co-creating messages with the end users of whatever messages we are sending out there. I'll give you a very interesting scenario. Imagine you're sending out a communication to street vendors to buy your umbrellas or to come and use your mobile money platforms as payment options for their customers. Do you know that if you do not co-create with them to appreciate their source of entertainment, their media platforms, their lingo, you may send out messages that do not have PR power. So it's very important that you co-create with the end users of these messages. And how do you co-create? You can have roundtable discussions. For example, like I'd said, street vendors. Calling street vendors, ask them, what platforms do you love to follow? Who are your celebrities? Bring this celebrity to talk to them. That way, you have PR power over them. and you will create the desired action out of them. The one thing that I personally do, and I think that many people know about me, is you must keep fluid within the market. You must be in the up market, the middle market, and the low market. You need to know as a communicator what is going on downtown, what's going on up market, what is the latest market that has opened, what is the latest shop, what is the latest trend going on. That way, when you send out messages, you actually have power to influence whoever you are sending them to, because you are fluid. You understand the market you're operating. In fact, there are situations where we are interfaced with clients that operate in countries where we do not reside. And we have had situations whereby the lingo that they send to us to pitch out to this market is not relevant to our local context. And we have always advised them that this is how our market operates and this is the lingo that is accepted down here. And when we have a win-win situation, the clients always appreciate that we guided them to understand the context within the country that they are communicating in. Thank you so much. It's me once again, your host, Joan Kateke Okello. If you've enjoyed this video, remember to like it and also subscribe to my channel, Everything PR, where we learn and unpack all the challenges and opportunities within the public relations profession.